Hey guys, what's up? So today I'll be bringing you my first official video of 2022, and this will be my first um, list video of 2022. And the band that we are going to be talking about today is a band that is either loved or hated, depending on who you ask. And that band is Five Finger Death Punch. Now, I've been a fan of Five Finger Death Punch since my freshman year of high school, and my first album from them was Got Your Six, and my first song that I ever heard from them was Wash It All Away. After that, started going through the rest of their catalog and fell in love with their music, fell in love with the band, and been a fan to this day. So yeah. Now, if you are a fan of Five Finger Death Punch, feel free to leave your favorite songs down in the comments below. It can be a top 5, top 10, top 15, top 20, top 30, doesn't matter the number. It can be every song in their catalog for all we know. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get this list started. We got quite a few songs, so here we go. This is A Decade of Destruction, Volume 3. Alright, first song on the list is Wash It All Away from Got Your Six. Next song on the list is Jekyll and Hyde from Got Your Six. Up next, we got Cradle to the Grave from The Wrong Side of Heaven, Volume 2. Up next, we got A Day in My Life from The Wrong Side of Heaven, Volume 2. Up next, we got Let This Go from The Wrong Side of Heaven, Volume 2. Up next, we have Watch You Bleed from The Wrong Side of Heaven, Volume 1. Up next, we have the title track to Wrong Side of Heaven from Wrong Side of Heaven, Volume 1. Up next, we have Dot Your Eyes from The Wrong Side of Heaven, Volume 1. Up next, we have a cover song, Mama Said Knock You Out, which I believe is originally done by the rapper Tech Nine. Or actually, no, it's not done by Tech Nine. Although Tech Nine is featured on this song. I forget the name of the rapper who originally did this song. If you know who originally did the song, feel free to leave it in the comments below, because I forget who. I thought it was Tech Nine, but now that I think about it, I don't think Tech Nine originally did the song. But yeah, so my bad. Up next, we got Bad Company, originally by the band Bad Company. This is off War is the Answer. And, you know, I think this is one of Five Finger Death Punch's best covers, in my opinion. I think they did a good job with the song. Is it the best cover in the world? No, but I think it's a good cover song for what it is. Up next, we have Blue on Black from Justice for None, and Justice for None. Another solid cover from Five Finger Death Punch. And me personally, since I'm a person who likes cover songs, I do tend to enjoy Five Finger Death Punch's renditions of songs quite a bit. So that's just me, but yeah, so moving on to the next song, we got Under and Over It from American Capitalist, Generation Dead from American Capitalists. And this song I find very underrated. I don't really see this on anyone's list. I think it's a very good song, and it's overlooked by the first half of the album. Or overshadowed by the first half of the album, I should say. Up next, we have Back for More from American Capitalist. Same thing with Generation Dead. I think Back for More and Generation Dead are both very underrated songs. And of course, we have the biggest song from American Capitalist, The Pride. I like the name drops that Ivan drops in the songs during his verse. So, yeah, I thought that was very well done. And I think it's a cool part of the song. Alright, up next we have arguably one of Five Finger Death Punch's biggest songs, and that is The Bleeding from The Way of the Fist. This was, I believe, their first single that they ever released, and personally, when it comes to The Bleeding, I like the acoustic version and the original version. I have a hard time picking a favorite between the two versions, but I think they're both good. And yeah. Alright, up next is Never Enough from The Way of the Fist. This was another one of the big songs from that album, if I'm not mistaken. It also got a music video and everything, so yeah. Pretty good song from their first album. Alright, up next we have Meet the Monster from The Way of the Fist. This is one of my favorite songs from The Way of the Fist, and I think it's very underrated, and it's a song from The Way of the Fist that deserves more attention. Alright, up next we got The Way of the Fist, the title track from the album of the same name. Really good song. The music video is badass, and it's heavy. It's got more of a thrash feel to it, in my opinion. And Ivan is killing it with the vocals on that song. Personally, I think he does a very good job vocally on The Way of the Fist, really through the whole album, but the title track is definitely a moment on their first record where I think Ivan shines and does a great job. Alright, up next we have Broken World from A Decade of Destruction, Volume 2. This is the new song that Five Finger Death Punch came out with. And what they usually do with their greatest hits compilations is they'll put a new song on their greatest hits compilations. And I've started to notice that recently. I know Breaking Benjamin released a brand new song on Aurora when they released their acoustic album, and Demon Hunter also did the same thing. So I think we're starting to see a trend where a brand new song gets released on a greatest hits compilation, or just a compilation of songs done acoustically, or whatever the case may be. Or who knows, maybe that's been happening for a while. I'm not sure, but from what I know, and just from the bands that I know that have done it, I know Breaking Benjamin has done it, Five Finger Death Punch has done it, and Demon Hunter has done it. So let me know down in the comments below if there's any other bands who have done that sort of thing. But yeah. Alright, up next we have Scar Tissue from F8. This has been one of my favorites ever since the album came out, and I still listen to that song whenever I do listen to F8. Same thing goes for A Little Bit Off. It's an acoustic. I wouldn't necessarily call it a ballad from Five Finger Death Punch, but it's always been one of my favorites, and it's another song from F8 that I always go back to time and time again. And then the last few songs here are all from F8, or Fate, as it's called. Really, it's called either one. You can call it either one, but we have Inside Out, which was the lead-off single from the album. And when the song first came out, excuse me, it got me really excited for F8 when the album was first coming out, and I still think it's a good song to this day. Okay, up next we got Full Circle, another single from F8 that I thought was very good, and it's another one of my favorites from the album. Alright, we got two more here. To Be Alone from F8 and Making Monsters from F8. Some other favorites from the album of mine, and again, just like with the other songs I mentioned from F8, these are the songs that I go back to the most when it comes to Five Finger Death Punch's 8th album. And I did see a snippet on YouTube or on somewhere on the internet of a snippet of a brand new Five Finger Death Punch song, and it sounded pretty good. So I think we're in for a good Five Finger Death Punch album when it comes to the follow-up for F8 with Five Finger Death Punch's 9th album. So really looking forward to whenever that comes out. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Rock on, guys.